In a world where information bombards us from every direction, we often seek solace in age-old wisdom. But do we always interpret it correctly? We live in an era where the meaning of the age-old scriptures, like the Bible, can sometimes be lost, twisted, or oversimplified. The problem lies not in the text itself, but in our interpretation of it. Research shows that our understanding of the Bible is often filtered through our personal biases and preconceived notions. Scholars argue that we tend to overstretch or oversimplify its teachings, leading to misconceptions and misunderstandings. This can be dangerous, blurring the line between faith and personal agenda. The Bible is a reservoir of spiritual guidance, not a platform to validate our biases. It is a repository of divine wisdom that should inspire us, not a tool to justify our prejudices. Therefore, we must remember the Bible is a spiritual guide, not a tool to validate our personal biases. The Bible, in its true essence, is a profound spiritual text, a journey into divine wisdom. In the vast expanse of human history, few books have been as influential, as revered, yet as misunderstood as the Bible. Its words have guided nations, inspired countless individuals, and at times have been misused to justify actions that stand in stark contrast to its teachings of love, compassion, and humility. There have been instances where its profound teachings have been misinterpreted, sometimes deliberately, often out of ignorance. For instance, the Crusades, the Inquisition, even modern-day conflicts have been argued and fought under the banner of the Bible's teachings. But these actions reflect a misinterpretation of the Bible's message, a distortion of its true essence. Renowned religious figures and scholars like St. Augustine and Thomas Aquinas remind us of the importance of understanding the Bible in its original context. St. Augustine once said, "The Bible was composed in such a way that as beginners mature, its meaning grows with them." It is not a static document, but a living, breathing text that reveals deeper truths to those who approach it with an open heart and mind. Thomas Aquinas, a towering figure in Christian theology, also emphasized the importance of context and understanding. He said, in order to communicate the truths that God wished to communicate, he used the language and modes of expression that were understandable to the people of the time. This reminds us that the Bible is a product of its time and should be understood within that context. The Bible's true essence lies not in the literal interpretation of its words, but in the core message that it seeks to communicate. It teaches us about love, forgiveness, humility, and faith. It encourages us to seek truth, to strive for justice, and to love our neighbors as ourselves. Our understanding of the Bible should not be clouded by our preconceived notions, our biases, or our desires. Rather, we should approach it with an open heart, a willing mind, and a humble spirit. The Bible's teachings are timeless, but to understand them, we need to let go of our preconceived notions. So how do we approach the Bible without bias, without trying to make it say more or less than it does? The path to true understanding, my friends, is not a complicated one. It starts with open-mindedness. We must shed our preconceived notions and prejudices to truly appreciate the wisdom within these sacred pages. Esteemed scholars and religious figures alike have echoed this sentiment. Theologian Karl Barth once said, "One must not try to make the Bible something it is not." This implies that we should avoid twisting its words to fit our personal narratives. Moreover, humility is key. Remember that the Bible is a product of divine inspiration, far beyond our limited human comprehension. As St. Augustine wisely pointed out, the Bible was composed in such a way that as beginners mature, its meaning grows with them. So let's embrace humility, open-mindedness, and respect for this divine masterpiece. True understanding comes when we approach the Bible with an open heart and an open mind. The journey to understanding the Bible is not a destination, but a continuous exploration. This voyage is one that invites us on a path of discovery, compelling us to delve deeper into the profound wisdom nestled within its pages. As we journey through the Scripture, we must remain humble, acknowledging that our understanding is ever evolving, ever deepening. It's crucial to remember that the Bible is not a tool to affirm our personal narratives, but a divine text with its own narrative. Rather than bending it to fit our preconceived notions, let's allow it to shape us, to challenge us, and to enlighten us. The Bible is a living testament that speaks to us all, yet its whispers are only audible to those who listen with an open heart. It's the whispers that guide us on the path of spiritual growth, leading us to deeper understanding and wisdom. As you continue your journey, remember, the Bible speaks to us all, but it whispers to those who listen with an open heart.